Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys, well not showing, but I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 things that I wish I knew before I got pregnant. These are things that I experienced during pregnancy, and after I had my baby, I was like, you know what? Shit. I wish I would have known this before I got pregnant. I wish I would have done this while I was pregnant. So I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I wish I knew before I got pregnant. Alright guys, so the number one thing that I wish I would have known before I got pregnant was that not all pregnancies are the same. Pregnancies differ from person to person, and pregnancy differs from a person's pregnancy. So what I mean by that is that my pregnancy when I had Luca can be completely different than the pregnancy that I might have in the future. So keep that in mind and just accept the fact that everybody's pregnancy is different, because when I was pregnant, I kept comparing my pregnancies and experiences to everybody's. And honestly, that just gave me anxiety and just made me go crazy. You know, I would be like, why am I getting all day sickness and not morning sickness? Am I different? Am I weird? Why am I getting stretch marks by my sides? Is that, I don't see girls getting that, or how do they make them go away? I would buy so many creams to try to not have that. And honestly, everybody's pregnancy is different. Just enjoy it. And I was so focused on comparing myself to everybody else that I really made my whole pregnancy kind of bad. You know, I turned a really amazing, magical experience to an experience full of anxiety and just pure madness, man. So my number one tip to all the moms-to-bees or moms that are pregnant right now is to accept the fact that every pregnancy is different. The second thing I wish I would have known is that your body changes. You don't really realize how much your body changes till it actually has happened. I never had baby hairs, and after I had this boy right here, I have baby hairs all over my hairline. So before I had Luca, I had never had baby hairs. I've heard about these baby hairs. I never had them. My sister, she's had baby hairs. It sucks, guys. It honestly does, but this is the truth, and this is just something that you have to accept, that your body is going to change. And in reality, it doesn't matter if you get a personal trainer, it doesn't matter if you get surgery, but your body is never really going to go 100% back to the way that it used to be. That's just the reality. You have to accept it, and the faster you accept it, the faster that you'll just be in peace and happy. I'm changing Luca as I'm talking about this. Honestly, pregnancy changed me mentally, physically, and emotionally. But physically, I did take it hard. I took it very, very hard, because I was like, what the hell? I didn't want... Oh my god, he just pooped! Ah, no, Luca. Okay, I'm back. That was intense, guys. This boy had poop everywhere. And another thing was stretch marks. Stretch marks are frowned upon, women, and so much that people Photoshop their stretch marks. They do all these things to just kind of hide imperfections in their bodies. And for me, I got stretch marks along my sides. I didn't get them on my butt cheeks. I've seen women that get them there. I didn't get them there. I got them on my sides, which honestly, in my preference, it sucks even worse when you get them there. I'm changing Luca. But I got them there, and it hit me hard. When I first started to get them, I cried. I cried a lot. It was so bad to the point, guys, that I didn't even want to look in the mirror. And I have an amazing husband that loves me for me, and that he made me feel beautiful. He would always compliment me, and he says that I looked the most beautiful when I was pregnant. But let's get real, I did not feel like that. I felt like I looked feísima. I did get a lot of breakouts during my pregnancy, which was also really, really bad. My confidence level went from here to here, and it took a while for me to accept all the flaws and everything that I was receiving. and was like, you know what, I'm beautiful no matter what. And yeah, now I'm in a good place. But honestly, your body changes, and the faster you accept it, the better that you will kind of gain that confidence back. So the third thing that I wish I would have known about pregnancy is that you're not breakable, man. Like, I spent so much time of my pregnancy being so scared of people being near me. I didn't want to break my baby when I would go down the stairs. Obviously, don't fall off a flight of stairs. Like, things can happen. But also, don't be so cautious. Just relax. Your baby's fine. You're fine. And just enjoy being pregnant. Another thing that I already knew this, but I feel like it's a very helpful tip to any mom-to-be: unsolicited advice. Now, I just want people to know, I already knew this going into pregnancy, but there's moms that don't. And even when they do, once it happens, just get very overwhelmed and you don't know what to do. And that's, everyone is going to want to give you advice, and it's okay not to accept it. I had so many people, from my mom to my sisters to my friends to family members, everybody giving me advice on what I should do, what I should not do. Even my doctors, like, they were like, it would be best if you were to do this. Like, I ended up giving my baby formula. I did breastfeed for like 2-3 months. And then I realized, you know what, this isn't for me. I had a lot of things going on in my pregnancy. My breast got engorged. So much stuff happened. And I just decided to go to formula. And there were so many people that were against me going formula. And they were shocked, and they were like, oh my God, like, you're not a good mother. Why would you give your baby formula? Like, the breast milk is the best milk. And even though I am for breast milk, and I wish that I would have taken that path, and I wanted to give my baby like at least 10 months of breast milk. Like, I wish I could have done that, but I couldn't. And that's okay. Like, it's, at the end of the day, it's your baby. You get to decide what's best for your baby. And yeah, take advice if you want it. But if you don't want that advice, just say, you know what? If I need advice, I'll come to you and I'll ask for it. I had people that would see me pregnant, and I would be grocery shopping, and they would literally come up to me and touch my belly, and then just start talking about their experiences and what they think would be best for me. And it's like, you don't even know me, stranger, and you're telling me what to do with my baby. Like, and they probably have good intentions in their heart, which is awesome. But being a mother and already trying to see what kind of birth plan you want to do, whether you want to breastfeed or give formula to your baby, and all these other stuff, you're already stressed as it is. And people asking you and giving you advice can pretty much amp up that anxiety and just get you even more stressed. So just know that if people give you advice, that's fine, but you don't always have to accept it. So that is my tip to you. My next tip is that it's your baby. Know your options. For this one, it kind of goes in hand with the advice one, but this is basically me telling you to do your research. If you go to a doctor, if you go to your gynecologist and you feel like this gynecologist is not the one for you, it's okay to switch to a new one. Be where you are comfortable and ask the questions, man. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That's why they're there. Research what kind of birth plan you want to do. There's moms that want to do a hospital birth plan. There's moms that want a doula. There's moms that want to, have their babies in a bathtub. Like, you just know your options, and whatever you decide, it's fine. If you want an epidural, get it. And if you don't, that's fine too. But it's better to know your options, and knowledge gets rid of anxiety, man. I know I've been talking about anxiety this whole video, but it does. The more you know, the more calm you're going to be, because you have knowledge, and it's very important. So know your options, research, and you'll feel more at peace. Number 6 for me to you is that you're not going to need most of the things that you think you'll need. When you're pregnant and when you reach that 3rd trimester, you're going to want to just grab everything for baby. Like, you're going to want to grab all the shoes, all the clothes, and all of that. And let me tell you, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's just because I have a husband that was ready to have a baby, but me and my husband were nesting together. By the time before Luca even got here, we had the nursery set up. We had a bunch of clothes. We didn't even have the baby shower yet, and we already had most of the stuff. which was kind of bad in a way because most of the stuff that we ended up getting we did not need. So just take that in mind when picking out things. Also, my suggestion to you is to not get baby clothes. Don't get it because I got a lot of newborn clothes and my baby did not fit into a newborn size. So just be aware, like get the most important things. Get like a car seat, get somewhere where baby can sleep. Just get things that you know that he'll need. Get bottles, get if you want to breastfeed, get a pump. Oh, and don't even get a breast pump. There are hospitals that offer breast pump machines. So if you go and there's some insurances that cover it, you can actually get a breast pumping machine instead of going to buy one. So before you even take the time to actually buy everything, research and see what are the necessities, what are the things that you actually will need. Because at the end of the day, if you just buy everything, you're going to be wasting your money. And with a new baby coming, you do not need to be wasting money. So tip number 6, you're not going to need most of the stuff that you think you'll need. Number 7, alone time. This is so important, and this is something that I wish I would have known, even though like I feel I already knew that I should have appreciated that a lot more. It's just something that if I could go back in time, I would tell myself, Jessica, chill out. Just take a time to be alone. Take a time to be with your husband, like, because you're just so focused on baby that once baby comes, you're not going to get that time back. I know a lot of people that actually go on baby moons. So it's kind of like a honeymoon, but it's like a little honeymoon before baby comes. So it's like that last hurrah, man, the last togetherness before the new addition of the family. So if you can go on a baby moon, I would totally suggest it because it'll give you time to relax, to not be thinking about baby and all of that, and just take time to focus on yourself, focus on being with your spouse or your partner, whatever it is, and just be present. So if you can do it, and if you can't, go on little mini dates. Me and my husband would do it all the time, whether it was ordering a movie on Redbox and getting Chinese food, and watching a movie for the evening, and just talking to each other. So just make sure that you get that alone time. You will appreciate it, and once the baby comes and you're not getting that sleep, especially in the first 2 months, you're gonna wish that you had done that before baby. So number 7, alone time. Number 8, you are not alone. Now this is also very important. I feel like all of these that I'm saying are important. During this whole process, even if you have support or you don't, you're gonna feel alone. So my baby was like going crazy. I have the most amazing family that was with me and encouraging and just was with me through the whole process. And I had a husband that was so supportive. He literally went to every single doctor's appointment with me because he wanted to. He wanted to be involved in every step of the way. And I am so grateful for that and for all the people that are in my life. But even with the most support system that I could ever ask for, I still felt alone. Because you feel like that sometimes, like even though you have support around you, they are most likely not going through the same thing that you are going through. And it's okay to feel alone. It is, but also know that you're not alone. There's tons and tons of moms that are going through this. Like I remember when I was pregnant, I went to a lot of birthing classes. I went to a lot of like motherhood classes and how to breastfeed your baby, what to do when baby comes, and all of that stuff. I got to know a lot of moms, and I made connections, I made friends, and that was very, very important because it made me not feel alone. So even if you have a really good support system, I really suggest you guys to just branch out, go to those mommy classes, get to know the moms and be their friends, get their phone numbers, chat with them, go get coffee with them. And even if you don't want to do that, if you feel like you're not up for that, there are a ton of mommy online chats that you can join. And trust me, when baby comes and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're breastfeeding your baby, go on that chat and there will be a ton of moms on that chat telling, hey, what are you doing? Just so relatable because their moms are going through the same thing that you are. So just know that you're not alone and that you can find people that are going through the same thing as you are. So this next tip is my personal opinion, And that is eating for two is a farce, people. Do not do it because you will regret it. During my pregnancy, I didn't eat a lot. I ate what I was supposed to. My husband would always tell me, you know what, like, eat girl, you're eating for two, it's fine. Don't do it because you're not eating for two. You're eating for yourself and for a baby. So eat normally and talk to your doctors. Doctors know best because they know what you're supposed to be eating and they will keep you on check. I told my doctor, if you see me going slightly overweight or overweight at all, you better tell me, like, girl, you gotta stop eating. And guess what? She did. She told me. There was one point she's like, hey girl. And I was already like going into my third trimester, so I was already pretty big. And she was like,
how much you eating? And I was like, what? And then
I toned it down a little bit. So do not eat for two. It's a farce. And try to be active. It sucks because at that point in time, especially in your third trimester, you don't really want to be active. You don't really want to do anything. But as long as it's going for a walk, you know, doing something, doing some yoga, whatever it is, just try to do it because it's going to help you in the long run. But yeah, don't eat for two, guys. It's not something that I suggest. At the same time, this is not a time to go on a diet. So I am not saying go on a diet. Don't do that. But don't overeat because you're going to gain those pounds. And then once baby goes away, once you have your baby, you're going to be like, oh shit, why isn't the rest going away? And then your doctor's going to tell you because you ate a lot like that. Like your baby is, 10 pounds. You know, the most you can have is what, like a 14-pound baby? I don't know. But what about the other 30 that you gained? Where is that going? That's going to stay with you. So just be aware of how much you're eating. But don't eat for two. I don't suggest it because you're going to regret it. Last but not least, tip number 10. Don't forget that women are incredible. You forget that we're growing human beings in our belly. And you're so focused on what's the right pediatrician. Should I go breast milk or formula? You're worried about every single thing and try to make everything perfect that you forget to enjoy the ride and just realize that what you're going through is pretty freaking magical, man. So just enjoy it and don't forget that women are incredible. There is a reason why we do this because we can. I mean, if it was so easy, men would be able to do it too, but they can't. Shade. All right, guys, so that is it. Those are 10 things that I wish I knew before I got pregnant. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys are notified every single time I post a new video. And I will see you in my next one.